climate change. It scared me. It was the more you looked into the data, the darker it got, and I felt empowered to do something about it.
I'm here in London for SailGP's landmark Champions for Change event. It brings together leaders and sustainability champions to share ideas and insights about climate action and inclusivity in sport. Why? Because we need to recognise the inseparable link between sustainability and the future of all our industries. And at this event, science and sport collide. So I'll ask the question, how much power does sport really have to inspire positive change?
And then suddenly this women's pathway arrived. I was like, that is what I want to do.
Is it a myth or is it reality? Let's find out.
We bring together the best minds in the industry. We try and share insights, we try and share innovations, we try and collaborate and accelerate solutions.
I think the common ground is we all believe that sport has the power to change the world. We all rely on the environment and nature, and that is our racetrack, and we need to protect it. In sport, we all believe we should work together to be more efficient for sustainability for the future. So the Impact League is quite simple. We wanted to redefine performance at SailGP, so not just be sport, but actually make our athletes and our sport stand for more. So what do? You set up a second trophy, a second championship. And the athletes, like on water, get points and get judged and get scored. So it's based on sustainability, social and environmental.
Research shows, research from MIT, that athletes are the most influential people in the world.
Climate change, it scared me. It was the more you looked into the data, the darker it got, and I felt empowered to do something about it. Tottenham's sustainability policies played a part in my decision to join the club and to sign for Spurs, and as a club they are very progressive. The infrastructure at the new stadium, the training ground, where a real effort being made to protect biodiversity, and I'm really proud to say that I play for a club that does take sustainability very seriously. I started by looking at myself, my own behaviours in day-to-day life, and then trying to affect my teammates as well, bring it to the forefront of their thoughts, and also using my voice as an athlete to try and influence other people on social media or fans at games and things like that.
Obviously, the mountains are a very visual way of us learning about climate change and how they are dying in front of our eyes.
I went back to the Vallée Blanche, which is one of the best off-piste runs in the world. It's 20 kilometres on top of glaciers in Chamonix. I remember when I was 10 years old, I had the most epic run down, and we finished the run, and there were 5 steps that I had to climb to the gondola, which took you to the train that took you out the valley. And when we returned then, we had a pretty epic ski, and then I remember getting to the end and going, there are 580 steps that I had to walk up out of this glacier. I mean, the depth of ice that had gone from this glacier is more than 100 metres. The volume, that's bigger than Big Ben. And for me, that was an unavoidable, in-your-face evidence of climate change.
I have 2 young boys, 6 and 4. They absolutely love skiing. They say they want to be just like their mum and dad and be ski racers when they're older. And there's a part of me that's really torn to whether I be real with them and say, that isn't going to be an option for you. Collaboration right now is key, and it's essential for the sport that I love to have any kind of a future where you can use what other sports are doing, football and SailGP, for example. It's been really eye-opening to see what they're doing, how they're putting the responsibility onto the athletes. The athletes in skiing want that responsibility. They want to do good for these mountains that they love. So I think the power of collaboration is essential for alpine skiing to have any kind of future.
Definitely hearing some of their stories about how their sport's been affected firsthand by climate change was, it always opens your eyes and makes you stop and go, wow, we're not doing enough. And equally sharing what SailGP are doing with the Impact League and thinking about how could their sports adopt it in their own way and make it their own is pretty cool conversations to be having.
And while sustainability is no doubt benefiting from sport's role in supercharging that conversation, diversity in sport is also prospering.
And then suddenly this women's pathway arrived, and I was like, oh my God, this is like massive for women in sailing and sport, I think. To have this opportunity to get to race on these boats alongside the guys, I was like, that is what I want to do.
I love the fact that clubs are talking about 1 club, 2 teams. And here we have on SailGP the ability to have men and women sailing boats together. I mean, I just think that's fantastic.
I've chosen to go and have a baby, and I've chosen to come back to my sport, and SailGP and our own Emirates GBR SailGP team have just been phenomenal in facilitating that, and I just think it's such a strong message.
One of the big themes of today was about collaboration and how we share learning, which I thought was really powerful, how sport can learn from each other and how business can learn from sport. And we often bring in athletes to come and talk to business executives or boards about leadership, because sport is a great global language. It translates. That cultural interchange makes a real difference as we look at diversity and inclusion across industries.
It was the biggest female lineup we have ever had, something I'm super proud of, and just incredible change makers. They were all talking about braveness, doing things differently in their sports, and thinking about mindset, thinking impossible is nothing.
It's clear that global sport is having a transformative effect by bringing diversity and sustainability much more clearly into the public consciousness than ever before. That ranges from competitions like Wimbledon, the Premier League and SailGP to purpose-driven athletes like Sebastian Vettel or Megan Rapinoe who drive forward and inspire that change. All industries face a common challenge, and only through science, action and collaboration can we ever truly see change. Sport has the power to unlock that. Thanks for watching.